Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film the pets video, the pet tag that's been going around. I was inspired to do this video by Ladyandthetruck. She filmed her pets tag a few months ago. This was before I had a channel, but I really loved that video, and once I started making videos myself, I knew that I wanted to film that video. So I will try to link her video down below. If I can't figure out how to link a video or a channel, I'll at least list her name down below so that you guys can go check her out. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and I will start with my cat. So we have a cat, her name is Lady, and then we have two dogs. We have Chance, and then we have Dakota. So I'm in my bedroom right now because the cat and the dog are both on the bed. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll start from oldest to youngest, which is Lady, Chance, and then Dakota. Okay, so this is Lady. She's my kitty. It's a good kitty. She's in her favorite spot, which is my side of the bed. If she's not here, then she'll usually be hiding, sunning herself in the curtains. So Lady is, oh, yes, a good girl. So Lady is 15 years old. We adopted her from the shelter 14 years ago. We got her when my son was 1, and then he was 1.5, and then they told us she was roughly 1, 2. So her and my son are basically the same age, and that's how I'm able to, keep track of how old she is. So we got her from the shelter. I went there initially, she's like walking around. I went there initially to get a kitten, and the people at the shelter were telling me how older cats usually have better temperaments because, they've already outgrown their playfulness, the biting and the scratching, and they're usually litter trained. And then they were telling me how older cats are often very hard to adopt because everybody goes looking for kittens. So, that made me really sad. So I said, show me some of the older cats. And I thought they were going to show me like, 5, 6, 7-year-old cats. And then, they started showing me cats that were like 1 and 2. And I was like, oh, well, okay, that's great. So as soon as they showed me Lady, I knew that she was just the perfect cat for me. She just had the sweetest temperament. She was, very affectionate towards me right from the get-go. So I went ahead and chose her, and she already came with the name Lady, and I really loved that name, so, we kept the name Lady. So Lady is extremely sweet and affectionate towards me. She's very shy from other people. She doesn't really like a lot of people, like my husband. She can be laying in the bed relaxing, and he'll come in and he'll just say, "Hey, Lady," and she looks at him, meows, and like runs away. The first several years that we had her, she would actually hide from everyone. Like we would have people staying over, like they would be at our house for 2, 3 days, and they would tell me they never even knew we had a cat because she would always just be hiding. She's definitely come out of her shell since then. Like now she'll, let people see her. She doesn't hide from people. She doesn't necessarily go up to anyone for attention other than me, but she doesn't run away and hide. Like you can sit on the couch with her and she won't run away like she used to. Come here, Lady. Kitty, kitty. But Lady is definitely very sweet and affectionate towards me. She sleeps with me every night. She's a cat, so she runs off and, does her own thing at night. But she always comes back and sleeps with me. I will wake up in the middle of the night, and she will be under the covers, sleeping like right up against me in the crook of my arm, like literally curled up in my arms. And I have no idea how she does that. Like, how does she get under the covers and curl up into my arms without waking me up without me knowing? I don't know how she does it, but she always does. Lady, come here, kitty. Yeah, come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, what a good girl. She is definitely the best cat I've ever had. She's so sweet and loving. She's getting old. She's 15, which isn't that old for cats. Cats can live up to, 20, but, it's definitely making me sad to think that all my pets are, getting old. So I have a few videos that I've taken throughout the last couple weeks that I'll insert at the end after I talk individually about each pet. I'll then insert some videos that, I've taken and then some pictures. I actually found a clip from about 2 years ago where she, I was telling you that she doesn't seek out attention from anyone but me. But 2 years ago, my kids were on the couch and she actually went up to them and was like rubbing up against them, letting them pet her for like several minutes. And I got it on camera and my kids were like shocked and amazed because she literally like never lets anyone pet her. And I might include that video at the end because it is really cute, but it does show my kids, so I haven't decided if I'm going to include it or not. But I might include that clip, and then like I said, I'll show some other clips. So some things within the different clips, I might repeat things like, you know, their names and stuff because, you know, every time I would take a clip of them, I would kind of introduce them. Anyway, so I'm going to switch back to the other side and I'm going to show you my dog, Chance. Okay, so this guy is Chance. He is 14 years old. So all of our pets are roughly a year apart. Lady is 15 and Chance is 14. I don't know his exact age. I don't have his birth certificate. I got him, it's been about 12 years since I had him, and I know he was roughly 2 when I got him, so he's about 14. So Chance is a Chinese crested. They're born in either 2 forms. They can be hairless or they can be a powder puff. So a hairless, they're not completely bald. They're those dogs that you see in a lot of the movies where they have like a lion's mane, and then like all here will be like a lion's mane, and then their body will be shaved, and then they'll have like little hair, like tufts of hair on their feet, and then their tail will be bald, and then they'll have like a little, like at the end, a tuft of hair like that. And that's how their hair grows naturally. So those are hairless cresteds. Chance is a powder puff. So powder puffs are born with hair all over their body. And his hair can get like twice this long, twice this thick. His hair gets really fluffy. I usually shave him, oh, good boy. I usually shave him down, not me personally, but, you know, I take him to the groomers, usually like 3 times a year, and we'll shave him down, not bald, but like very close to the skin. And then I'll usually just have them leave like, you know, the little tuft of hair on the end of his tail because I think that's really cute. But it gets really hot here, and, you know, his fur just, you know, gets too hot for him. And also it gets really hard to manage because he's kind of dumb and he, you know, pees all over himself, and his hair just, it's really hard to maintain. Okay, so like I was saying, Chance is 14 now. And up until this past year, he never really showed any signs of age. You know, he was still not acting like a puppy, but, you know, still had a lot of energy. And then this past year, maybe about 4 months ago now, he started getting really slow. He started coughing a lot. He had some wheezing. I thought he just, you know, after it didn't go away, after like a week, I thought for sure, oh, he just has like, you know, maybe he caught a cold or maybe he got pneumonia. And so I took him to the doctors, and it turns out that he has heart failure, which just was a complete and utter shock to me. Like, it never, like, I didn't even realize that dogs really got heart failure. But yes, so he has heart failure. He's on several medications now. He takes medications twice a day. He takes a pill that's specifically for his heart. Then he takes a pill, it's Lasix. It's a water pill. Makes him pee a lot to get all the extra fluids off his body. Because when you have heart failure, your heart can't handle all these extra fluids. It can't pump efficiently, and so all these fluids build up in the body. And then, you know, you get what's called edema. So the Lasix makes him pee a lot. And then he has one that's specifically for his blood pressure, just to maintain his blood pressure. So he is, you know, very sick now. He's, even with the pills, he wheezes a lot, coughs a lot. He's a lot slower than he used to be. So I don't know. He doesn't have too much longer left. You know, when he was first diagnosed, you know, they gave me all the education pamphlets, and they said most dogs with heart failure only last mostly like less than a year. Some can, you know, live up to 1.5 years, but most are like less than a year. So Chance is definitely, since day one, he is definitely my dog. Like, this dog follows me everywhere I go. And by everywhere, I mean everywhere. Like, he follows me into the bathroom. He follows me, even if I just, like, he'll be laying in his bed, you know, nice and comfortable, and I'll just get up to go get a drink or to go to the bathroom, like whatever. I'll only be gone for a minute and he gets up. And no matter what I do, like, I try to get him to rest and relax and just stay in his bed, but no, he has to follow me everywhere I go. So I put him up on the bed today. Normally, you know, he likes to stay in his bed. But I put him up on the bed today because I was filming this video and I knew the cat was here and I just thought it would be easier. So yeah, every now and then he comes in the bed and he likes to lay on the edge of the bed. Yeah, but this is Chance. He's, you know, he can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but, you know, I've had him for a very long time, and look, he's like lifting his hind legs when I pet him. Chance is definitely very needy when it comes to wanting attention. Like, I always have to be, you know, now he's like really chilled and relaxed because I have him on the bed relaxing, but he, you know, if I'm walking around, he has to be with me. He's always wanting me to pet him. He always needs to be like, you know, next to me. Oh, the good boy, Chance. So that is Chance. I'm going to go, I think I'll just walk instead of constantly changing the video. I'm going to go out into the living room, and this is where we have Dakota. He likes to stay out in the living room on his bed. Hey, Dakota. Yes, a good boy. So this is Dakota. He's our greyhound. He is 13 years old. We rescued, oh, he's a good boy, Cody, huh? We rescued him from the tracks when he was, I think he was like 3.5. They said he was like really old for a racing greyhound. They don't usually race that long. But he raced till he was about 3.5. And then we rescued him. So we've had him for like 9.5, 10 years maybe. He's a really good boy. He's very sweet. He's extremely lazy. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes. He's extremely lazy. When we first got him, we used to try taking him for long walks because, you know, greyhounds need, you know, to get out all their energy. And he would stop walking after like 2 minutes. One day, like when we first got him, it was like the first couple days, my husband called me, you know, he was taking him for a walk, and he called me and he's like, you have to come pick me up in the car because this dog parked himself on the ground and would not get up. Like, my husband was tugging on his leash, he just would not get up. So, so now we don't try to give him any kind of exercise. We just let him relax. You know, we take him out to the bathroom and that's pretty much it. He really doesn't want to go for walks. He doesn't want to really, you know, he's a little playful sometimes, but not really. Like, he really doesn't want to play. He does like attention, but unlike Chance, he doesn't demand attention. But if you give him attention, he really loves it. You a good boy, Cody? Yes, you're a good boy. Oh, yes, a good boy. See, so like I said, like, he likes the attention, but he doesn't come and crave attention. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, a good doggy. So Dakota, I would say, like, Chance and Lady are definitely my pets. Dakota, I would say, isn't really anyone's. He doesn't prefer anyone, you know, over anyone else. So he's basically just, you know, the family pet. They're all the family pets, but you know how it goes. Animals usually will find their person, and you know, that's their person. But Dakota, he likes everyone, right, Cody? No, good boy. So I also have some video clips of Dakota, so I'll insert those at the end. But this is Dakota. He's small for a greyhound, on the smaller side. Like, he's still a big dog, but so Dakota, I like to call him my old man, even though he's the youngest, and even though Chance now is a lot sicker than Dakota. Dakota was the first one to actually start showing, you know, old age. a few years ago, he started having really bad hip problems. He could barely walk. He was crying in pain all the time. You know, big dogs, they tend to get hip problems. But, you know, we had to take him to the vets, and they put him on, you know, pain medications and joint medications. He was on nerve medications, and we started him on like Omega Health vitamins, and he got a lot better. He's not on medications now. Every now and then, you know, he'll flare up and it'll be hard for him to walk. And then we'll just give him, like, you know, start giving him some joint medication, give him his pain medication. Also, his nails get really long and they start to bother him. So a lot of times when he starts crying when he's walking, you know, we'll cut his nails, and usually that'll kind of help. But he's a very nervous, like not nervous, but he constantly is licking himself. He licks himself raw. He doesn't have any now, but he'll get like bald patches, and no matter what we do, like nothing we do stops it. I've tried antihistamines thinking, you know, maybe he's got allergies, because a lot of times they say when dogs lick themselves like that, it's allergies. You know, we've told the vet, and, you know, nobody really seems all that concerned. So unfortunately, that's what all this, you know, redness is, you know, he just kind of licks himself. But that's Dakota. He's a really good boy. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, I told you he's like 13 years old. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. So this is my lady. And she's in her favorite spot, which is my side of the bed. Oh, what a good kitty. Can you hear her purring? Yeah, she's such a good girl. She's very sweet and affectionate. Look at that pretty face.
You alright?
How's everyone doing?
Okay, so this is Dakota. He's our greyhound. Oh, this is Chance. I'm about to give them a treat, and he's already sitting, so. Sit. Good boy. All right, Dakota, sit. Good boy. Here's your cookie. So Dakota gets really excited about food. Food and treats. So this good boy is Dakota. He's very lazy. He likes to spend most of his time on his bed. Oh, you good boy, Dakota. He will usually have, oh, this is Chance. Chance is always wherever I am, and he gets jealous when I give Dakota attention. Dakota will usually have, maybe like once a day, he'll get like a 30-second burst of energy where he'll like be really playful, and then he'll stop and he's done. He goes back to his bed. Oh, Chance. It's so bad, Chance. It's Chance. Yeah, but Dakota's a really good boy. He never really barks unless he's hungry. That's really the only time he barks. But usually Mike will usually kind of rile him up and get him to bark sometimes. But he doesn't bark at other dogs. He doesn't bark at people. He's just a really good boy. Chance is the barker. He likes to bark at everybody. Oh, found his spot. So Dakota usually has, watch out, Chance. Dakota usually has like his little itchy spot where he likes to be scratched. See if I can find it. Oh. Who's a good boy? You a good boy? Oh, did you hear him? So he usually like grumbles. That's kind of his way of purring. You a good boy, Cody? Yeah, what a good boy. He likes that. He loves to have his... He loves to be scratched behind his ears, and he'll usually start... We call it purring, but like he's, you know... I don't know, can you hear him? He loves that. He loves that. Oh, what a good boy. Yes, what a good boy. Yeah, a good boy. Yeah, a good boy. He wants me to pet him some more. Oh, what a good boy, huh, Cody? What? What a good boy, huh? To the petter.
Whoa! Lady never likes being.
She's never done this before.
Yeah.
We never seen her do this before.
Argue!
Maybe she knows how we're gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
She's purring. Did you hear it?
Now he's slapping your face with a tail.
That's a tail. Hiya. Lady normally runs away.
Hey guys, so I almost forgot to show you our turtle. This is Crush. She's on his lily pad. So a few years ago, probably like maybe 5 years ago by now, my husband came home with a turtle. No one, asked for a turtle. Nobody really wanted a turtle, but he thought he would be a good pet for the kids to be able to take care of. Needless to say, my husband's really the only one that takes care of him. So in the winter, it doesn't really get cold here, like not cold, but it does get colder than what he's used to. So in the winter, he gets kind of sluggish. So my husband drains most of the water so that he doesn't have to, swim too hard to get to the surface to eat. And then in the summer when it gets, hot, he, will fill this whole thing up. It'll be full of water. So this is Crush. Let me go ahead and feed him. I'll show you guys. We give him red shrimp, just dried. Dumps it out. Here you go, Crush. Oh, there he goes. So a few times a year, my husband will go to the pet store and he'll bring home some little fish like minnows or guppies, and then he'll feed them to him, and then he has live fish to catch, and he really loves that. So like whenever we go on vacation, my husband will just go and get maybe like 12 guppies and throw them in there. And then he'll also get one of those like feeding blocks and put that in there. And then that way he's able to eat while we're on vacation, and he loves that. Sometimes we give him the pellets, but he seems to really like the freeze-dried. Alright, anyways, well that's Crush. Alright guys, so those are my pets. Please leave any comments down below. Let me know what kind of pets you guys have. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.